Alright. Let's finish this up, shall we? Baklava booties. Alright, we're just going to the end. Because I've learned some things because I wanted to. And there's stuff I just really don't feel like trying to do. There's really nothing else for me to do in the game except for achievements. Which I honestly just don't really care about.
Hakana Sagamos.
Completion 100. You know what? We're over 100%. I call that good enough. I don't know what the total percentage is in this game. But I would wager that we've done it. Ah, I've got to break the chains. I thought I was the Hollow Knight. Thank you, shield. Thanks for the good luck. Every time he jumps up like that. Don't you interrupt me. What's this? You got a new attack now? Well, that's different. Oh hey, it's Hornet. Get down! No, Hornet! Oh, that's fair. Oh, we just absorbed the whole game. Well, there's no more game to play if we absorbed it. I don't understand this ending. That fight was easy, but I did have every charm and the strongest nail. I don't understand this ending, though. We defeated the sealed Hollow Knight just to seal ourselves? Why not just let the Hollow Knight stay in there? Stay sealed, and let us, the good guy, stay out. That actually makes me really sad. Like, we can't save the world anymore. Did we save the world? Is the crossroads still infected? Yeah, please. At this point, go ahead. Anything you want to say, go ahead and say it. I'm down to chat. There's another ending. Okay. Oh. Does that, like, keep Hornet alive? Will I be able to go back right now and see that again, or is it going to, like, save into a post-game type of thing? 'Cause that was a quick enough fight. I could do that again and just see what happens. Okay. $2,000 Kickstarters, that's amazing. I've got a little cutscene here anyway, so let's watch. Aaron, get them. Jax is getting handsy now. Yeah, I don't like the infected menu. Alright, let's check this out again. I'm not playing as careful right now. I don't think I saw that attack. What is this, a Smash Bros. Battlefield? Oh god. Number plate, what did you have me do? Yeah, I'm gonna die. Or I'm not? No! That was a tough fight. I don't know either, D-Hum. Yo, Locke. Hey, Doomere. Good timing, Tess. I mean, I have pretty much literally every accommodation the game can give you. Yeah, I was so upset that I fell there. Like, I just didn't grab the ledge or get onto it. Trying to avoid one of the lasers. Oh no! But are we really dead if Hornet kept referring to us as a ghost? There's honestly a lot that I'm still very confused about. Let's talk about the gameplay. At this point, we're gonna make it open discussion. Let's keep it organized and whatnot. Try not to bombard with too much right now. We'll try to have some order to this. So here's my thoughts on the game. Let's start with the obvious. Music is outstanding. The music is absolutely fantastic. I don't think the soundtrack could have been any better. I really don't. The gameplay, it's fun to move around. Just the tech behind it, not that I know like actual like pro tech or anything. It's a lot of fun to play, to hold a controller to. And I was able to play the game and get through it and beat the game. Here's where we get to part 3 in a moment. Hold on. Here's where we get to part 3, as Numberplay just alluded to. I don't know what the fuck the plot was. I have a couple of loose ends that are floating around in my mind. I don't know what the point of the game was. So the fact that I was able to keep playing it and not really be sucked in by any sort of a story is kind of cool. Piper, come on. So, Piper's just annoying the hell out of Jax. Jax doesn't want anything to do with her right now. Yeah, it's cool to be able to play a game without a plot, like, inspiring you. Like, I'm sure that could help. It could do nothing but add to it. But, yeah, like, so many of the tablets, as I'm going to call them, that you could inspect throughout the game were just so cryptic. I don't know much about what happened in this game. I don't really have a question other than, like, what is the basic plot? What are we? What is our character? We were born in what appears to be hell. Hornet kept on calling us a ghost. So, like, I don't know if our character was already dead. We were in the White Palace, all the NPCs there were bowing to me. So, like, I don't, was I the king? Kingdom of Holonest fell into ruin after almost everyone got infected. The orange stuff... Right, but at the beginning of the game, that orange stuff wasn't everywhere. In fact, I don't actually know at what point in the game caused the orange stuff to go into the crossroads. Was that after the third Dreamer Mask thing? Vessel meant to hold in the corruption. Okay, so let me ask this then. Wouldn't the game's plot have better been satisfied by not killing the Dreamers? Because then the corruption would have never left the egg. And everything would have been fine. Like, what am I missing here? I'm definitely missing something. I don't get it. So, like, Radiance created all of the corruption. I get that, fine. We killed Radiance. So why are we dead? Doesn't everyone live in peace and harmony now and everything's great? Whereas if we had just sealed ourselves in place of the Hollow Knight, then Radiance would still be alive and the corruption would still be there. I'm sorry, I'm actually so confused. Hollow Knights are no longer needed, so I was born just to hold the corruption. But if Hollow Knights are no longer needed, then what's the point of my character being born to hold it in? If my character is a vessel? That doesn't make sense to me. I vaguely remember that number play. What happened there? Okay. No, I'm out of water. Not even a drip. Damn. I guess the plot of this game is just really not making sense to me. Like, I'm understanding what you're saying, it just doesn't feel like it makes sense. Hornet never shows up in the fight? Right, so then you would never be able to kill Radiance then, I guess. Three endings, okay, that makes sense. Vessels were created to basically repeatedly cycle through the sealed replacement seal. Okay, that makes a bit more sense. So, my character was just meant to be the replacement seal. And then another vessel would come along sometime down the road. Am I understanding that correctly? Is that on the right track? The corruption is gone, my existence is no longer needed. But why can't I just exist then? We met Baklava Booties and Bapa Nada and Cloth. Cloth died. The old stag, like, we made a lot of friends along the way. Why can't we just exist with them? We saved them, right? That's how I'm thinking of this. Like, we saved them. I wanna, like, we're all a big community now. Let's all live happily ever after. I think that's where I'm... Yeah, the rest of it's saved, but we don't get to enjoy it with them. I don't know, I guess I just wish that parts of it were different. It's interesting. Technically not dead? No? Well, the mask was split in half. Okay, so we were technically never even alive, right. Hornet kept on calling us a ghost. Okay. What is Silk Song? Easy answer. Is that just like a upcoming sequel or something? Okay. Alright. Okay. Good. That changes things. That's cool. Basically Hornet's story? That's fine. I like getting more lore about other characters. See, I think what I'm curious about, this game, like, all of Hollow Knight seemed to be like an old, ancient, ruined kingdom. And, like, I wish that I could have learned more about what the kingdom was like back in its heyday. The king, the queen, like... Am I playing any of the DLC? I don't know if I have any DLC. Hornet is the daughter of the king? Hera was... Wait, Hera was one of the dreamers, right? Was Hera not the queen then? Or did the king have a side lady? Hera was not the queen. Oh, king. Whatever. Okay, so... The ruin of Hollow Nest was basically just a generation old then. I mean, not that we know how old Hornet is. Okay, yeah, no, absolutely, Itsu. Like I said, I don't really know any of the lore. Because every message in the game was so cryptic. Yeah, The Deepness Dreamer might have been my first one, though. In fact, I think it was. Welcome back, Jazz. I missed out on it? Okay. I don't know where I would have had to go for that. I think I just went right back to the stag station. Oh, okay. Which, yeah, I guess I didn't do. Do we get to see the fun guy again? We sure do. There he goes. I think he's the mastermind behind all of this. He created this whole world. No, dude, that mushroom guy created the world. That mushroom guy is God. Yo, Cass. $112%? No. I don't know what I would have to do. Aside from maybe more of the challenges or get the 2400 essence, which I was like 40 away from. I don't feel like fighting the bosses again. I don't feel like bashing my head against more Zote fights. Yeah, I remember that number play. When you say the Pantheons, though, do you mean like the big challenge arenas? Like where I went through that first one? With like a bunch of bosses all at once? Yeah, I don't feel like doing those. I really don't. I liked the game's combat. I liked the Colosseum. I don't want to go through that, though. That's just not fun to me. Not enough of a unique reward. Also, this is the best screen. I don't think I've seen Classic. I haven't seen Hidden Dreams. Okay, so there's others here. Grim Troop, Lifeblood, Godmaster, Infected. No, I don't like this one. Voidheart is the best. So that's Hollow Knight, I guess. Tess, before you go, what's for dinner? You can't just tell me you're having food and not tell me what you're having. Few more tired screens. Honestly, I'm happy with what I've got. I really don't care to do anything more in this. Exactly, Krim. I'm fine with that. I'm fine with just waiting. See, I think a lot of why I like this one, though, I do think it visually looks the best out of the ones I have, but also it's the first one I saw. So this dark atmosphere with the music is what sucked me in right from the title screen, knowing that this was going to be a good game. So maybe there's just a little bit of first impression bias on this. I mean, that sounds normal. I'm sure mine would too. It really is good, Itsu. It really is good. Now you can't stop playing the rando. Fair enough. I might try out a seed. Do a co-op with Jazz. I think that would be a good time. But we'll see. Yeah, well, I'm gonna head out for now. Snack on some stuff. Might come back in a bit. We'll see. Feeling kind of tired, but... Thanks so much for watching throughout Hollow Knight. Thanks for being here. And sincerely, I do thank you guys for basically just letting me play the game. That's just how I want it with first playthroughs, and that's how I plan to keep it with any subsequent first playthrough. But that's how I enjoy it. It was a ton of fun. It was a great game, beautiful game. I appreciated the company throughout it, the help when I did ask. the support when things were tough. It was a good time.